Self a mark by participating more than 90 for this conference. Yeah. Here, it's an unusual thing. I have started my journey way back in 39 years back in the field of physical education, right? And this is the first time the organizers have given me the topic on which I have to speak, right? That is one nation, one cadre, and one goal, and a unified vision for the advancement of physical education and sports excellence through unified strength. And here there is a delimitation. I come from NIT Warangal. So it is an Institute of National Technology. The importance of national importance institutions like IITs, NITs, and what's going on, what exactly it is, I am going to throw open in this paper. I want to change it. Yeah. Why this theme matters? Maybe India is having larger population in youth. My India is shining because of youth, right? Maybe the physical education is the foundation of Indian national building. May or may not. Okay, right? And also NIT represents unity in diversity. We have 31 NITs. When I joined in REC system, there were 17 RECs, regional engineering colleges. But now it has become 31 NITs, right? And we have all the students, right from the Jammu and Kashmir till the Kanyakumari. And in my institution, we have 10,000 students. And we have 48 countries, they are pursuing their degrees, right? And we have 8 disciplines, BTech programs and 32 MTech programs, and we have 16 PhDs programs, and also we have B.Ed program too, where we have Department of Education also, right? We are going to start a medical institute also very soon, right? Now, what is one nation? What I feel that one nation means equal opportunity in sports education, shared responsibility among institutions, national integrations through sports. One cadre, uniform standard in physical education, professional dignity and parity, faculty mobility and collaboration. And what is the outcome? Okay, in my perspective, it is a holistic student development and health, fitness and excellence and sustainability sports culture. Right? Okay. If keeping this as a background, these are all the things you know pretty well. Right? What is physical education from drill to base to now sports science. Right? Previously attention standard is, but now it is different. Okay? Now, keeping 35 years, long years in NIT Warangal, and to tell you very honestly, I am the only designated professor in IITs and NITs as per physical education concern. Right, I may boast myself, but I am still unhappy to say so. Because all my colleagues who are also having the same degree, same professional excellency, they are not on par with professors, on par with teaching, right? Okay. And physical education, role of physical education, yes, you all know pretty well, right? Next, as I told you, we have 31 NITs, and a central vision is regional strength, huge youth population. And what is the youth is doing? Yeah. From now you can know what. And we have wonderful infrastructure. Wonderful infrastructure, right? And we have staffing pattern. There is a lot of gap. Lot of gap. Here one of my colleagues is here. I request him to stand up. That is Subhash, my youngest colleague. He played for our country in volleyball. Right? He is my sports assistant. Though he has MBA degree, though he has a MP degree, he is a gold medalist in NIS, and he did some research programs. He played for our country, but still there is a lot of difference, right? Thank you. And also curriculum diversity. There is a lot of curriculum diversities, right? Okay. Now, in NRF ranking, NAB ranking and NAC ranking, there is a 10 points. If you know or not, I don't know, but there is a 10-point formula. But still, there is a askins as per the physical education is concerned, right? and nobody bothers. They look a stepmotherly treatment for physical education, right? And I am happy that Rotary College is doing excellent. They are given an opportunity to, and also my Francis Lobo. This is his superannuation, I think, this year, and they might have given this international conference, and he is also our EC member. I thank really the principal and the administrators of Rotary College for extending their helping hand. And also, National Education Policy 2020, we bask ourselves that as, physical education. For your kind information, we have a physical education advisory body way back in 1948. Right? There are several committees are there. Several committees also, every time they say, yes, we should have a proper curriculum, we should have a qualified physical educationist, and in the entire state, different culture, different heritage, different languages, everything should come under one umbrella, right? And only qualified people only has to deal with physical education. There should be physical education department, and physical education period should be 40 to 50 minutes, right? And it is not an extracurricular activity, it should be a co-curricular activity, it is a subject-oriented activity. Whether it is happening, it's a big question mark, right? Still, even NEP 2020, yes, they say it should be a major subject, but in a reality, I think in this profession, there are seniors are here, right? My guru at 84, he is still as a towering personality. I feel Vice Chancellor Sundar Rath sir is here, and still we have to dream to be ourselves in this academia that in a proper subject oriented, right? And what you fellow have done as a physical educator in NIT Warangal, right? I have joined and I have been taught by eminent gurus like Chinnappa Reddy and all. I am from YMCA College of Physical Education, Nandalam, Chennai. If I have a zeal, right, we can do wonders. My dear friends, I have started slowly, way back in 1991, slowly. When I went, it was a dense forest. Nothing was there. Naxalite movement was there. And youth was going on in Naxalism, right? There was PWG. It has started from NIT Warangal. That is REC Warangal. That is People's War Group, started from REC Warangal. So what I did, I transformed them. 136 people, the youth, I took them. Every day I made them to play. Kabaddi, Kho, right? Ring tennis, volleyball, so on and so forth. And I gave them the job opportunities, like vendors, like and messes, scavengers, all those things. Then they transformed, and they have become a permanent government job holders also. Even now they play wonderfully all these games, right? And you can see here, because of the technical institute, we got 2 patents. One in turf wicket and another one is track marking system, right? And for your kind information, I am guiding the MBA students. I am guiding the civil engineering students in geotech engineering and structural engineering, right? I am guiding biotechnology department students, right? Okay. From our institution, we had a research program. More than 3 doctorates have been done. In yoga education, I have 6 doctorates, right? So, right. And these are the books, of course, right? In yoga education and also power of play. And these are the celebrations which we do. If we have the zeal and enthusiasm, yes, we can do all these things. Online, offline, right? And we also conducted national athletic meets, races, and different outdoor stadiums, and Inter Badminton Premier League, Football League, and all these things. And we get extramural and also yoga days, and we conduct for faculty and students several workshops, right? This is in one hand. The youth, as I told you, the youth is there, the 10,000 youth, young and energetic, dynamic and rustic youth are there. And they are all very much intelligent. And my students will get more than 1.2 crores in an annum. Right? 90% of the students will get their jobs, multinational job, company jobs. And what as a physical educator I have done? I have, after joining me, I have 18 IAS officers. All are physically, all they have done, they're my institute athletes, they are in football, basketball, and so on and so forth. And there are more than 13 IPS officers, right? And wherever, even Mutyal Raju, now who is the secretary for the CM at that time, right? He is also my student, I can proudly say, right? So that way, so many bureaucrats have transformed, right? Okay, then the other side of the coin, the other side of the coin. Yeah, after 6 o'clock at the night, because I from registrar onwards till registrar, deputy registrar, warden, and also chief warden, right? And controller of examinations, right? I was there for 35 long years, right? After 6 o'clock, what these technocrats who are pursuing their degrees in engineering colleges of national importance, they indulge in these type of, I am very, I am the authority, I am telling you. We can talk so many things, right? It is like this, it is like this, like this. But what exactly happening? Right? Every time there is a gaming, fine, there are suicides. And they are doing all these things. Bhang, charas, right? Alcohol, fightings. Here it is a mass. They used to do, Muslim students used to pray, and they have written Jai Sri Ram, right? And see, there will be bangings, there will be fightings, there will be alcohol. I have in 1 year, 3 months time, I have collected 51,000. Right. It's all in my hostel. As a chief warden, I go around after 9:30. I will be there up to 4 o'clock. Bing bang, right? Okay. See, these are all the things I collected from a women's hostel. Right? From, is it not astonishing? We, the India, we are shining, right? Where we are going. And see, there is like a suicide. This is me. There is the fighting. Okay, now this fellow has transformed. He has become in a badminton team, this fellow. Right. See, bikes and a physical display of affection everywhere. Right? And also I have made ragging, okay, these are fine, and physical display of affection, these are the rules and regulations. You should not do all these things, right? And if you see, here, you see, the boy and girl fully drunk, late night, midnight. And this fellow is he known to me, because of that he brought them to our institution. So this is the scenario, and they are arguing like anything. Can I? No. Okay. Fine. So need for one cadre system, yes. There should be a uniform policy, uniform pay scales, uniform cadre in all NITs, and everybody should be in a proper uniform structure. Then only all these benefits will come. And one goal in practice, that is mass participation, because the youth is, when we go for mass participation, definitely elite athletes will come. And I'm happy that I am involved in, when way back in now, Pulala Gopichan, you all can know, no? When Pulala Gopichan was playing all in England, he was totally shattered, right? And I was involved in that, right? And when he was playing, I was also doing little bit of psychological giving treatments to him. And also, recently we started sports science department, and also traditional physical culture, because Warangal is the place where it is a historical city, right? And yoga, indigenous games, and also unified sports culture, inter-NITs. We have started inter-REC program, we have started inter-NIT programs, right? We conduct different competitions right from Agartala till the Kerala. We were having the inter-NIT tournaments, 6 in venues, and more than 16 to 17 things we will be conducting, right? Why? To develop the leadership and governance among the youth, and also the visionary administrators also should know what exactly the essence of physical education, right? That is overall development, that is wholesome personality. If you are entering, the Swami Vivekananda may say, no, yes, I want my youngsters to go out and scroll out and sweat out on play fields to attain moksha, right? He said. And we wanted only the wholesome personality. Person should be physically fit, mentally sound, emotionally balanced, socially adjustable and acceptable. Right? If you are having all these things, so we are trying in a humble way to get into all the youth to come out and scroll out. We have first year's compulsory physical education. If he fails, he cannot be promoted into third year BTech program. We have 3 MNC courses. We go on holistic education, we go on yoga education, we go on mental and well-being courses are there. There are credit programs, right? And also, what are the challenges? Resources imbalance, policy delays, mindset of the administrators. My director doesn't know what is bat, what is racket. I am telling you very honestly, he never played, but he is my director. If I ask him to 10,000 rupees for this event, he says, you pay, I will give you only 1 rupee. So that is the mindset. And he has gone up to Supreme Court, stating that why this fellow is only professor. But thank God that I won the case, right? Okay. So this is how the mindset of the administration also has to change. I am really happy the Vijay Gowda was a footballer and he is holding the administrative post. So when we have that proper mindset, national physical education policy should be implemented not only in NITs, and also it has to be implemented in letter and spirit. Then only we can achieve something. Something in a micro level, macro level, whenever there is a Olympics or whenever there is a Commonwealth Games, people they come and they talk. But in a letter and spirit, it is not like that. That's why I have shown all these things, right? NIT Sports Council should be there, okay? Faculty development should be there. As I told you, uniform pay scales, uniform designation, so on and so forth. And vision for 2030, model sports complex should be there. Global collaboration should be there. Olympic contribution should be there, right? I am very happy that I am also associated with Lakra, right? That girl who is in a Para-Olympics who got the gold medal in 10 meters rifle shooting, I am also involved in that. Where my colleague Subhato Subir Debnath is also there, we are also there. And this is how in technical transfer also we can involve ourselves, and we have designed several gym equipments also, treadmills we have designed. We have designed sensors of how many people are going, how many people are coming, facial identifications, all these things, because we are there in the technical institution. And I hope our dream will come true when the youth of technical education also will be having a goal with the set to develop the mother nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor. Our last speaker for this session is going to be Captain Dr. Sam Joseph Braganza, who is and has a remarkable blend of academic excellence, military discipline, and sports leadership. And Captain Dr. Sam Braganza will be speaking on unified national cadre and state implementation, advancing physical education and sports excellence. Captain Braganza has been a distinguished academician, NCC officer, and a dedicated professional in the field of physical education and academia. He is also an NCC officer and holds a PhD from SRTM University and an MPhil from LNIPE, Gwalior, a master's degree in physical education from LNCPE, Kerala University. He is the recipient of the prestigious UGC Junior Research Fellowship. He has consistently demonstrated academic excellence, earning gold medals and merit scholarships from variety of institutions. He has also commissioned as a lieutenant in the NCC. He has been awarded the esteemed DG baton for securing first in order of merit at the PCRN course and once again achieved the first rank. With over a decade of dedicated service as the Director of Physical Education at Sant Shobhya Abhay Government College, Goa, he has significantly contributed to youth development. He is a multifaceted personality, extends beyond academia into creative and adventurous pursuits. We are privileged to have you with us today, Professor. The stage is all yours.
Look, that description was just to make you all a little aware that I would be able to talk. And I hope you all are having a nice time in Goa. From the first slide, which went back to Europe, we went to Ukraine and things all over the world, thanks to Professor Alexandra. Then we came to one of our specialists in India, Professor Ravi Kumar sir, who brought us and gave us insights of India. It's my opportunity to talk about my place, a beautiful Goa, and I'm sure you all made very felt good over here, you all are taken care of so far and so forth. With the galaxy of professionals in the field of physical education, sports and sports sciences, I take this opportunity to thank Professor Chinnappa Reddy sir, who has been the torchbearer for NAPERS for so many years and given young talent, people like us, an opportunity. We have so many other people who I know dearly from my heart, from my childhood as a sportsman in college. Dr. D, my fatherly figure was my initial principal, Dr. Gervasio S. Mendes, who has been not only a father there, always a good friend and always picked on me when I was running astray. I have Dr. Francis Lobo, who thought that I was good enough to talk at an international conference. Without wasting much time, the topic given to me is about the same thing, one nation, one cadre and one goal. It is always seen or it is foreseen that there is something wrong, that our country, our state and the world at large may not be having a one goal, one cadre, one nation thing going on. So foreseeing that something like this is not happening, we have had a conference here. Without seeing something like this is not in coincidence or not together, we would not be discussing about it. When there is something, when we discuss and we find there's a problem of these things not going in line, we have a discussion, we have a conference. So we're going to discuss why or how these things going together are going to enable India and are going to enable Goa to achieve our goals in excelling in physical education and in sports. Okay, this is me, this is my topic, one nation, one cadre, one goal, a strategic framework for enhancing physical education and sports excellence in Goa. The strategy shift in Goan and sports governance. What we say is we need a catalyst, something that is going to change, for which we need to understand that our country has one ambition. As Sir Chinappa said, has also said, then Professor Alexandro has also said that we are looking for a great performance, not just participation, but winning medals and doing really well at the 2036 Olympics, which we are bidding for. That is the ambition of the country. What is the problem? There is systematic bottleneck caused by fragmented administration and coaching structure. This is what I see, okay? This is my view perspective. I see that there are fragmentation in administrative and coaching structure, by which I mean there is a lot of departments, like there is SAG, there is DSY, then there is the Department of Education, and then is the new educational policy. All these things are departments working separately, not having one single head which is running the policy to achieve goals for the state and the country. Let's see what I'm trying to say. And what is the opportunity that Goa has? We have just had the 37th National Games in Goa. We have these top class facilities. How we're going to put it to use, how we're going to have those facilities for opportunity to have centers for excellence. Can we do that, or are we going to waste opportunities? We're going to spoil those facilities there. So this is what I perceive, this is what I put forward in my presentation. The 3-pillar framework is what we are talking about. The first pillar being one nation. Then is the one cadre, one goal. One nation means synchronization of the national education policy, the NEP, and the national standards as to what we want and what we want for our state and our country. One cadre. Sir explained differently, nicely in a table form what he means by one cadre. One cadre, what I'm trying to say is a unified school level physical education with elite competitive coaching. We see that what we call about, what do we think about cadre is like we have the IAS cadre. Okay, people at the top helm of affairs. Okay, that is a cadre. In the same way, the coaching and teaching has cadres. Okay, entry level. For example, when we are teaching in a college, we have assistant professors going to become associate professors. There are different levels, right? Okay, in the same way, we have levels. Do we have levels in coaching? Maybe in football, we have A licensing, B licensing, C licensing, and so on and so forth. But do we have licensing or levels in every field? What is the cadre? Suddenly, we do not have that. So why is coaching treated differently? Now we are saying sports is treated like a motherly treatment. In the same way, why is coaching given a separate? Are we teachers separate from coaches? Are we on the same cadre? Are we both growing together? It's not happening, right? So we need to see that there is an equal amount of the same level being maintained. We will also see that in the coaching fraternity, when the coach is suddenly doing well, he is taken from the coaching side and is given an additional director's post, or he is turned into a director. Now a faculty or a coaching segment where he would actually do well, like a good volleyballer, he was doing really well as a coach there, suddenly is pulled out and taken as a director somewhere else. Now the volleyball fraternity of Goa or India or to a particular state where he was actually doing well has lost an elite coach because he suddenly pulled and made a director there. Now he is unable to give that time for coaching. So why don't you protect him by taking him at another level, at another cadre, and making him an elite coach there, where he looks about a bigger picture, bigger team. Because anyone who's getting better salary somewhere else will definitely jump from one place to another. So we need to have uniform cadre. We all grow together as a whole country. We cannot say like, the coaching sector or coaching setup is not doing well. Like in the state of Goa, the salary perspective of the SAG is different from DSY. The coaches are paid differently. You understood? So within a state, when two segments which are running the same type of coaching has different pay scales, I do not know what is happening in the country. Okay, so one goal, we should have one goal. Understood? Like in a football game or any other game, everyone gets an opportunity to score a goal. Anyone can score a goal. In the same way, we should have one goal, one thing in mind. Are we actually, like sir said, want to actually go for the Olympics, or we want to make some money? Or we want to celebrate the rest of the world doing well and we want to be there and clap hands. Fine, it's good. Let's enjoy that. But are we going to strategically do something and make a change for our country and for ourselves? So that is one goal, and for that we need a merger of international medal outcomes with physically fit citizens. So the two goals, okay, of winning medals and having a physically fit country should go together. We cannot win medals and the whole country dying of obesity, of diabetes or things like that. When we have a bigger, healthier population, the chances of getting medals are fine. If the children who are going to take part in the 2042, 46 Olympics, their parents are sick and are unable to give birth to healthy children, how will we get medals then? Okay, so we need to have a healthy citizen. All the people should be good. So we have to think in that manner. We need to have a bigger healthy population, not a healthy elite population. Okay. So how is this going to help? With all these things put together, we are going to make a place where we call as Goa being a Susegad, self-sufficient, happy-go-lucky state into a place which is going to be a blueprint, a health print for the rest of the country to emulate, to get a chance to be like Goa so that the country excels with a small part like Goa doing well. Let's hope for it. What's my roadmap? I have a big roadmap, but I hope I can talk about it. Okay, the primary thing is the local framework, the Goa local sports ecology. With the we like to framework to put it together so that the local sports ecology will be equivalent or similar to the national vision of 2030. Specific objectives, as I said, to fit the gap analysis. What are the gaps between DSY, SAG, Directorate of Education? Because Directorate of Education is the one who is going to decide and put forward the new educational policy. And if the new educational policy is not in line with the sports policy, then just by saying making physical education a core subject is going to add no value. And then we are talking about asset optimization, making best use of the already having national games facilities, then structural reforms, having one cadre. As I said, we have a similar type of cadre for sports and coaching and for physical education. Then we have data integration. With the Khelo India is supposed to be having a data integration where a child doing really well, his data about his performance, he is uploaded on a singular website. All over the country, we know what is the best performance of an 8-year-old at long jump across the world, across the country. So do we have like that in our state? Do we have that in our country? What is, and if you have a professional and scientific equipment to actually measure, are we true to ourselves when we are measuring performance at every state level? If we do not go science, we do not go scientific, we do not add sports science to our physical education, then we are fooling ourselves and our country and our profession. Scope and boundaries, I'm going to talk only about Goa. The stakeholders are the primary school teachers and the elite coaches. The focus of this the policy is about governance and the capital. I'm not talking about biomechanics and the science behind it. I'm talking about the management respects in this paper. Then the timeline, I'm talking about today, 2026 to the Olympic Games and how it is going on and what we can do in this frame of time. Let me talk about a few frameworks and what the rest of the world is doing. What is Germany doing? Germany way back then, okay, maybe I was not even born, they thought of starting something as Train Academia, in which they thought of putting the association and the federation, that is the confederation together. Okay, like how we have SAG and DSYA, they thought of bringing both of them together. Why are, one person having two wives? Let me have one wife, focus on her, let get the best outcome from her. Okay, or a single husband, whatever you may say. So they brought these two big crazy associations, brought them together, made them work together, so one good outcome comes. So we have a lot of associations, federations doing similar jobs. Okay, I scratch your back, then you scratch mine. Okay, you do well today, I do well tomorrow. So let's work together as one country, as one association, one federation for the best of for the country. So something like that. Then then that's what we do. So what we can do is, like in the same way, when I say that they brought all these levels together for anything, no, they had a level. So with every level, that level could. So where do we have physical education teachers or professional trained people to teach physical education, movement analysis, and all these things at the primary or pre-primary section? Physical education is lost. Suddenly, the ball is made visible in the secondary section. At least in Goa, there is no physical education and sports or sports science or health and all these things in the primary section. Okay, teaching them on the book is making no sense. Taking a child and throwing them in a park makes no sense. Is sports sciences applied to building a park or a recreational park in India? You know, it is just built for the sake of building. Why is it built there? Is it accessible to the entire students' population or why? So such things should be done. What is the key takeaway for Goa from this German model? Coaching is treated as, in Goa, is treated as a distinct, prestigious profession. For example, coaching is done only for the elite athletes. What about the rest of the people? Are coaches not meant for them? Are doctors not meant for the entire population of the country, or are doctors meant for only for the sick? Doctors are available for everyone. Anyone who wants to go to the doctor can go. In the same way, coaching should be made accessible to more population. How many physical education professionals are there in India or in Goa? What is the percentage of physical education professionals to coaches? So the amount of physical education professionals and the coaches should be equal. I mean the permanent one who are continuously functioning. Okay, there are less of vacancies filled for coaches and professionals who are coaching. So every college, every school, apart from having a physical education director, should be given access to a professional coach by the state, by the country, because there are available who are professionalizing, who are winning medals, who want to part with their professional knowledge to the next generation. So why won't we providing them? Then there is the Australian model, in which they brought together foundation, talent, and elite and mastery, in which they thought talent identification was very important, brought it together, that there was they were caught at the foundation level, talent was nurtured, they were made elite, and then they became masters, they were utilized for the betterment. So there should be a better coaching, scouting metrics which should take place. Khelo India is trying to be best, but are we actually evaluating what Khelo India is doing? How far it has been good? How far have we reached to the next level? Key takeaways for Goa is the National Coaching Certificate Program. You have a guaranteed uniform expert across the geographical location. If we have coaches who are going to do it at school level, physical education teachers actually monitor performance, evaluate their performance, select them, and give those inputs if they are actually available, then put it forward to coaches over the country. If the Director of Sports and Youth Affairs collects the data at primary level, what is the potential from these athletes to do well, so on and so forth, then we can use this Australian model. Then the NAP and the Indian setup, how we can utilize this. NAP has a lot of things to do and a lot of things to say. Then NAP has no longer kept like sports as an extracurricular myth, but they have 15 minutes. You give me more 5 minutes, thank you. So how we are going to implement this over a period of time? Goa must adopt the professional services cadre to provide stability. As I just said in the beginning, when you take a coach to an elite level, you give him training, you pay him, you send him for coaching and experiences all over the world to become an elite coach. And then you suddenly take him and make him a director, pay him well, and give him in charge of administrative duties. He's very happy. His wife and children are very happy. But all the money that the government have spent to make him an elite coach is suddenly transferred into another kind of a loophole, another kind of place, and he is unable to provide those facilities. So we need to put those things in place. This is the research methodology I followed. the policy mapping, gap analysis. I benchmarked and checked the other international models. And then the third phase was, what are my recommendations? Let me directly go to the recommendations because I already spoke about, oh my God. Thank you. No. Hello. Can I go behind? Okay, strategic policies. So the governance reform, okay, I would want, okay, from my side, that the SAG, DSYA, and the Directorate of Education go together in tandem, now merge together with ideas and policies which are going to actually make sports not only a dessert but main course. Okay, not only to have fun with just a little ice cream on the tip of your tongue, but actually make you feel healthy for the rest of your life. Next. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So I'm not actually given an opportunity to do a session like this, so I'm a little excited. Second, madam. Okay, specialized infrastructure. Okay, so see, Goa is known to be having an environment which makes you come here. So Alexandro came 3 days earlier. Did he get this specialized treatment? Is Goa having this kind of a recovery center? I'm so sorry, sir. So what I'm saying is, I'm saying Goa has this kind of a setup and environment which provides you automatic recovery. Okay? Okay, we have centers like this where people can come, professional athletes can come all over the world, all over India, which could provide you with these facilities. Our name itself, that word Susegad means self-sufficient. We are happy with what we have. We are going to improve to do something well, but it's a place of recovery. Do we have a center like that over here? Quality assurance. Mandatory recertification. Maybe this thing is going on, but how often do we send our coaches, trainers, physical education experts in schools, colleges, and coaching experts for different coaching training, upgradation, or is the same coaching taking place all over the okay? Is association doing it, or is the DSY directorate ensuring that they are getting themselves upgraded? Grassroots. So there are around 18, there were 11 when I was born, talukas in Goa, there are 18 I think right now. Are there like coaching structure properly put there in place? We do not have, we have one coach in hockey, 3 coaches of hockey in the North Goa, and there is not even a single hockey coach in the south of Goa. Okay, in Goa. Okay, so you can see something like that. We need to have more professionals in our different talukas. A grassroots development for every sport in every taluka. That's what I suggest. Technical, like I said, we have a technical profile for every young child who has a potential to become an athlete who would represent the country at the Olympics 12, 20 years from now. That's all about whatever I would like to say. I'm sure I've kept Sir active. That is an achievement. I've been able to keep most of you all active. I've made you all understand whatever little I could say, and I'm very thankful to stand in the presence of this elite group of people. I'm sure you all will ask me questions which I will be able to answer, and then we can go for lunch.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we summarize this this technical sessions, I request Professor Chinnappa Reddy, along with the Principal of Rosary College, Professor Helik Barreto, and the Director of Physical Education of Rosary College, Dr. Francis Lobo, to kindly come forward and release the book of abstracts.
Getting the laptop. Huh? He's getting the laptop. We'll do it from here. Oh. Just one. Yeah. Just. Yeah. They can see it over here.
Yeah, I'll connect it now.
No, he's connecting it. So all of you who have sent the abstracts will receive the abstracts in another 15 minutes online. So it's already there. It's coming up now. He's connecting it to the screen, LCD screen.
Please give a very big clap for this institution. Never so far, it never happened in any conferences, releasing on the top and getting me available for you immediately what you have presented. Let us all give a very good ovation to them for their excellent work.
Thank you so much, dignitaries. I now request Professor Gervasio Mendes to summarize the technical sessions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure for me to chair this session of three very informative papers. For lack of time, I'll be very brief because we have another session to be followed. But I must congratulate the speakers for keeping their time and making us aware of various facets of sports. First and foremost, Dr. Alexandre presentation was so revealing. He's talked about the experiment that they inherited from the USSR. And it's no wonder that USSR at that time was a powerhouse in sports. Whereas when they have adopted it with all of these scientific inputs, they still have problems which the country is facing. And now what Professor was saying, it's even more. But there are takeaways for us. One is the various levels and the fixing of responsibilities. Very interestingly, he has talked about primary education, where the school of movements is something that India could look forward to. An important takeaway from his paper is the 2040 target and the youngsters who you need to catch hold of when they are born, so that the school of movements start at that time. The secondary level and the higher secondary level. The second paper by Professor Ravi Kumar touched upon one nation, one cadre, one goal, a unified vision for the advancement of physical education and sport of excellence through a unified strength of National Institutes of Technology. Now, very often we at outside NITs, we feel that sports is not your cup of tea. But it was very revealing for all the participants here that you have made rapid strides in sports. He's talked about the need for a unified structure and collaborative approach to physical education across NITs. Why just all across NITs? It could be across, because NITs could be the focal point for education in sports, mainly because you have so good, wonderful facilities. If at the top level they could think about exploring the possibility of extending these facilities, getting young people, getting young sports person and cultivating them. The Vision 2025, model sports complexes, etc. Your forte, your strength lies in research. NITs are known for their very strong research collaboration, and that's where the Indian sports could benefit from the research contribution from NITs. Captain Dr. Sam Braganza took this idea forward and made it applicable to Goa. He's talked about the various ills that affect Goa as a state and what could be done. Where is Sam? One suggestion could be this paper could be put in a form of a document, and please submit it to the policymakers so that they could seriously think about it, because the government of Goa and especially the Directorate of Higher Education is in the process of looking at the national education policy and its implementation in letter and spirit. And if that happens, then these kind of inputs would come in a big way. Friends, I could go on and on. I had jotted down a large number of points to speak, but because of lack of time, I would like to wind up here. There was a suggestion that questions could be taken, but I am told by the organizers, because of serious shortage of time, the questions could be reserved, and you could ask the paper presenters maybe when you meet them, bump into them over lunch or tea. I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity for chairing this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor, for shedding light and summarizing so beautifully the previously held technical sessions. Without any further ado, we will start with the panel discussions. The chairperson for the panel discussions is none other than Professor Sham Sundar Rath. It is my great privilege to introduce him. He is an eminent academic, distinguished researcher, and accomplished sports professional. Dr. Rath holds a bachelor's degree in political science with honors from Utkal University, a master's degree in physical education from LNIPE Gwalior, and a master's degree in sociology from Pondicherry University. He is currently the Vice Chancellor at the National Sports University. He earned his PhD in physical education from Utkal University with pioneering research. A net qualified scholar, he also holds a diploma in coaching in weightlifting from the National Institute of Sports Patiala and has undergone specialized training in sport medicine and doping control under the Sports Authority of India. Dr. Rath seamlessly blends academic excellence with sporting achievements. He has presented over 30 research papers at national, international platforms and has at the prestigious European Congress of Sports and Exercise Psychology in Germany, and has authored and edited several scholarly books in the field of physical education and sports science. He has also received several awards like the Bharat Jyoti Award and the Best Physical Education Teacher Award, and currently serves as a chairman of the research cell at the National Sports University. He also is the chairman of the Board of Studies. We are deeply honored to have you amidst us here today, sir. I request you to kindly take your seat on the dais. Alongside Professor, we also have our other panelists, distinguished speakers. Dr. Govind Kadam, the Professor and Head of Department of Physical Education and Sports at Vivekanand Art SD Commerce and Science College, requesting you to kindly take a seat on the dais. Dr. Brij K. Prasad, LNIP Gwalior MP. We also have with us Dr. Harish Tiwari, Nagaland Central University. And lastly, our last panelist is Dr. Banu Pratap Singh Bhadauria, Sports Officer at MITS DU Gwalior. I request the chairperson to kindly preside over this panel discussion.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to invite all our panelists in this program. Please.
Sir, 1:30. You start. No, first, let them speak 5 minutes. You give. Okay. The paper is coming.
So, I welcome Dr. Govind Kadam, Professor and Head, Department of Physical Education and Sports, Vivekanand Arts, SD, Commerce and Science College. I also welcome Dr. Biz Kishore Prasad, LNIP Gwalior, Dr. Harish Pudari, Director Sports, Nagaland University, Dr. Bhanu Pratap Singh, Bhadoria, Sports Officer, MITS DU Gwalior, MP. So thank you very much. And first of all, I would like to request Dr. Govind Kadam, Professor, please start your lecture.
Okay.
5 minutes or 7 minutes you can.
Yeah, no issue. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. So, dear friends, all backbenchers, all are okay? Now is the time to wake up. Yeah. So, dear friends, Honorable Dais and my dear friends, all the dignitaries who are there presenting a nice, it's related to one nation, one cadre, one goal. So, I have one question for you. Is it there is an equality in the physical education throughout India? No. So, yeah, definitely no. So, the theme of this conference that is related to equality. And my thought, first thing, 2 months back, there is a big advertisement published in newspaper or everywhere that is related to NVS, KVS. Okay. So, in that advertisement, those who are having degree in BPEd, MPEd, they are eligible to apply. Is it correct? But those who are having degree in BPE, MPE, they are not eligible. Why? Because that courses are recognized by UGC, approved by UGC, but the AICT can't be approved for the NCT, not approved for that post. And due to the equality and all these things, the candidates are suffering and they are not apply for that post. So that is a big issue. And that's why I wanted to discuss with you the degree. Just like in India, there are a lot of NIT, IIT institutions. The uniformity of the all syllabus, co-curricular activities, curriculum of that syllabus are same. But in our physical education, the state-wise, university-wise, everything will be changed. So, my first suggestion in this conference, in this session, to the chairperson and the authorities who is related to physical education and sciences. So the uniformity in curricular and syllabus is necessary. That will be throughout India, not related to university, not related to state. Because if it cannot be happen, the students has been suffered in upcoming years. Apart from that, the designation and cadres. So in senior colleges, in university, many senior colleges in Maharashtra, the cadre is sports instructor, which is equivalent to assistant professor, sports director who is equivalent to assistant professor in physical education. There is no uniformity. Maybe that can be happening throughout India, I think so. So that has been changed. Yes, that's needed to change. So that is my personal opinion. In this conference, these two things are very important and it's need to change. So over to chairperson.
Thank you, Dr. Govind Kadam. You have told two important things. Actually, in our country, just after independence, education comes under concurrent list in 42nd Amendment Act, 1976. Earlier, education comes under state list. And sports also comes under our state list. Though we are having a union minister in our central government. And in our country, you'll be surprised to know that we are having more than 5,000 state university funded by state government. State private universities are there, 4,555. Then central universities are there, 56. Institute of national importance, like IIT, NITs are there. So every university having their own department of physical education and sports. And so far as our physical education is concerned, there are UGC approved courses are there, which is called BPE, BPS and MPS. And BPEd and MPEd, the course is recognized by NCTE. And after completing BPEd and MPEd, they are eligible to join as a physical education teacher in school. This is the difference. And there are some courses are there approved by UGC, like BSc Honors in Physical Education. 4-year course is there. So this type of programs, this physical educations are running. Now, another one important thing, in sports coach education, the sports coach education established in the year 1961, Patiala, diploma course was started. Then certificate course was started. During those days, 1-year diploma course was good. That time there was no such resource persons are there, but now it is 2026. So diploma course has to be designed, changed as per NEP 2020. So it should not be, it should be 2 years minimum. Within 1 year, how a coach will understand anatomy, physiology, exercise physiology, sports biomechanics, everything. Now sports means sports science is included. Sports performance means sports science has to be included. So a lot of work is going on in this. Now ministry also planning, I should not say, planning for a uniform syllabus, particularly in sports coach education. So a lot of discussion will be there. Now I would like to request Dr. Brij Kishore Prasad, LNIP Gwalior, please give your lecture related to this topic.
Thank you very much, sir. I must thank all the organizers who have put their heart and soul to make this conference really a vibrant. And the mode which we are having right now is panel discussion. It is quite different with the presentation which we had earlier also. So even the participants should be given a chance to speak out as and when they required. So you can put up, raise your hand and ask the question anytime if you want, right? So it's your platform right now. Before I will put up my thoughts on the issues, I just have 3 questions, and end of the session, if anybody is able to answer it, kindly answer it. I will be happy to get those answers. First among them is, which state in India is having the best physical education system? Right? Second, I hope the question is clear. I'm not asking about the sports, kindly make those 2 things separate, right? Second, is physical education is a part of UPSC? I know the answer also, maybe you also, and even music and Sanskrit teachers are capable of doing those responsibilities. We are not. And the last and most important question, what is the national sports of India? There's 3 questions I have put on. Anyone who is having answer can let me know. Whole panel is with you all. My concern about the cadre and the things are there, as I was talking about. Cadre means those people who are responsible for making this journey of, different stages. It may be wherever. But the first and foremost is, if you talk about the, the most important thing in very general and layman language is, I would say DA. DA is decided by a person who is IAS or IPS, maybe sitting in the Sports Authority of India, or maybe sitting in any state government also, as we are having one of dignitary as for the opening also, Mr. Ajay is there. So these people, they maybe belongs to little bit of idea of the sport. I'm not talking about Mr. Ajay here, but other people, they don't have a better background of the sport, but still they are deciding your DAT and everything. Right? We don't need a similar kind of DAT. That's what I'm saying, that we should include our subject in UPSC also. As far as the concern of school education, we had a governing body that is called CBSE. CBSE is playing their prominent role in enhancing the standard of physical education. We must clap for them at least, because they have put up whatever they are having, right? The standard system is there, teachers' designation is there. Their curriculum is followed almost, I would say, 110% in each and every institute. But the same condition comes to the NCT now. It has the same responsibility to govern with the professional institutions who are having those courses. But the NCT has given you the liberty of having the change in the syllabus of only 20%. By this leverage of 20%, we dilute each and everything. Right? So I must require higher authorities, when they are putting their, plan or proposal to higher authorities, they must standardize it and say it should be implemented as it is written, as it is there in the CBSE. We don't think we need any kind of liberty. That's because of that particular 20% of liberty, we had modeled almost all content of the syllabus. 1 year we modeled 20%, then second year again, and then likewise we have altered all of the things. So this is my humble suggestion to you, that you just suggest something to the higher authority, that it should be as it is planned at the national level, although it's a very big challenge for each and everyone. Yes, we do require infrastructure, and first and foremost, two more important thing is, we do require universities that are called sports universities of states. We do have sports universities at national level, but now we are looking forward to establish sports universities at state levels. There are some good pioneering, I would say, the states, they are leading it. They are having in UP, they are having in MP, they are not in the MP, they are having in Haryana, they are having in Rajasthan. So they have started. Now it's the time to start up with the few states who are remaining behind, and one of them is, I would say, the Goa also. So they also try for that particular establishment. And once there is a university's kind of setup is there, then we must look for establishing sports science labs also. I would say there is no, I will point out only few universities are there who are having the well-established sports science labs. And one of them is my institution itself, obviously. And there is another state, I would say, Odisha. They had a very, I would say, high standard of the sports science lab, which is almost competing with us also. Another maybe are also having, we are having an NIS Patiala and other institution, but there is a need of we must establish sports science labs. If not state-wise, we can think of region-wise, or I would say zone-wise. But we must focus on establishing sports science labs that to equip with each and everything. And at last, I must answer the Alexander's question, as he was saying that we had a premature baby, 36. Yes, I am fully agree with you. We are having a premature baby, but we had tried for a vision which we are having 2047. That is Viksit Bharat. we are celebrating 100 years of our independence, right? So we are thinking of establishing that particular task to be started working. And this is what the government is thinking, that yes, we can start it with the 2036. As you were saying that it is just a bit, yes, we are. And maybe by the grace of whatever it is, we can extend it little ahead also. Yes, it is required. We required physical educationists more than anything else. That too of good quality, right? This is, everyone is having that concept. Because all the champions are, initially dealt by the physical educationist itself. It may be of any sports, it may be of anything. So we required a huge chunk of the qualified, quality physical education teachers. It may be from any institution, whatever it is. But yes, we required, each and every state is having a deficiency of having physical education teachers. So we must, tackle that particular task. And secondly, yes, we should, as Sam was telling, that we should have the access to the sports science to all and everyone, whosoever it is. Yes, we should have a sports scientist, or maybe called as the coaches also. So it's my humble request and suggestion to everyone that kindly try to find out the answer of my 3 questions, and if not all, at least the last one. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brij Kishore ji. You have very nicely deliberate 3 topics. Which states in India provides best physical education? Why physical education is not included in the UPSC examination? And what is our national sports? We all knows physical education is an integral part of education. But as you told, Odisha state, in Odisha, physical education comes under sports. In many states, few states also, physical education comes under sports. When physical education comes under sports, then problem arises. We all studied. Physical education is an integral part of education, and we educate the students about physics through various physical activities. Physics means we have a body, and we have a mind, and we have a spirit. So our subject is not confined with 8 and 10 subjects like political science, history, physics. So there are so many theory papers are included in our physical education, whether it is biomechanics, exercise physiology, sports nutrition, so many subjects, foundation, history. To become a graduate in physical education, 20 theory papers are there. No subjects are there. If you will compare political science, economics, history, physics, chemistry, their subjects are limited with 20 theory papers. 8 to 10 theory papers. But when a students after completing BPEd, MPEd, another 20 theory papers are there. So this is the essence of education. I had a discussion with my previous VC who was a IS officer. I also asked the same question. Why our subject is not included in UPSC? They became confused. Which subject they will? Biomechanics? How these subjects are interrelated with physical education? It is a great confusion for them. And we people are not able to prove it. We people are not able to communicate these things. If our physical educationalist became a IS officer, they can handle the situation. They can promote physical education. This is the concept which comes to our mind. So we'll try our level best. Because we understand. Shariram Madhyam Khalu Dharma Sadham. This is the best definition of physical education. First we should give priority to our physics. So there are and national sports. We all know that India got 8 gold medals in hockey. So hockey is from childhood we came to know that hockey is our national sports. From 1922, 28 Amsterdam, we got first gold medal in hockey. Then 32, then 36, then 44 Olympics was not held. 48 again we got gold medal, London Olympics. Then 52 Helsinki Olympics, we got gold medals. So in this way, last Olympic we got 80 gold medal. Then last 2 Olympics we got bronze medal because a lot of money sports science has to be developed and Odisha government sponsored. That's why we got these 2 bronze medal. So if any questions you can ask Brij Kishore ji, as otherwise I will. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. After this session, now I would like request Dr. Harish Tiwari, Director of Physical Education and Sports from Nagaland University. Please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think we crossed 12. So, as we are the follower and promoter of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we are feeling from our insertion to now, we are following the world is a family. So, same theme which is given today as this panel discussion. Hope you all know about the theme which we are going to discuss now. How many of you know? How many of you aware about the topic which we are discussing? Can you raise your hand? Only 3. So how I can communicate my thing to you? Please go through the PDF file and please have a look. Our theme is unity in education, inverted comma, one nation nomenclature for physical education. So if we are talking about uniformity, unity, then we have to first think that is our keyword of this discussion is nomenclature. Hope you all know, all aware about this word. Word is very common. I will not define you this meaning of this word. But the nomenclature, as sir also mentioned, Sam sir also mentioned, Brish sir, one thing is, have you know the courses which is running in India for physical education? Starting from BP, it was BP, now it is BPS, then BPEd, then CPEd, there are so many EDs. After that, coaches program, you all know about DSC, PGDSC, now BSc sports coaching. Likewise, sports science, if we are talking about sports science, under sports science, how many courses are there? BSc sports nutrition, BSc physiology, BSc physiotherapy, there's so on. When we are talking about uniformity, then we have to make one umbrella. Under that umbrella, we can make a limbs, we can say stick or something, whatever you can say. So we have to make one body who should control. Like nowadays, BPE is controlled by UGC. BPEd is controlled by NCT. Then coaches program controlled by SAI or Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. We have 3 different boards. One is UGC, NCT and Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. How we can say they will be synchronized because they are different ministry. If one family cannot be synchronized within their family, these are the different ministries and different boards or bodies. So first we have to come in one umbrella, either make a separate board for physical education and sports or whatever name they want to give, they must give for the synchronization of the course. Second, I am coming to the sports infrastructure. Every universities are constructing just for namesake. They are saying this is temporary. Suppose I am from volleyball field, so I am saying this is temporary volleyball court. What the meaning of temporary? Is there any marking changes on that temporary? Height of the net can be changed. Measurement of the court can be changed? No. But for felicitating ourselves or making the happy to the administrator, we are saying this is temporary volleyball court, this is temporary basketball court, this is temporary indoor court. How it can be? So we have to equally focus to our basic necessity for the development of the sports. Third point, I am coming to the curriculum committee. Most people are engaging in this. I think some of my teachers, some of my senior, my colleagues and juniors also. It should be specified people in the committee. Suppose I am not running any course and I will be the chairman of that committee. What justice I will do for that committee or that sense? Nothing, because I have not I had never exposure of that kind of environment, infrastructure, facilities, curriculum, courses, what facilities required for physical education, what facility required for sports science. I never gone through. So competent person can be on that particular committee. I'm not saying I will be the only. Those who are competent, they must be on that particular committee. And if you somebody know about my last 2-3 speeches, I am focusing on one thing is that is one nation, one data. What it is? Suppose we are running any game in college level, schools level, university level, or federation level. Where is the data? How many person are playing volleyball in this country? We don't have data. Only those who are going for federation tournament, they have their own O2 form, means their detail form. Others we don't. If our village or any district players are playing volleyball, but we don't have that such data. So we have to collect, because nowadays very good thing is WhatsApp. We are anytime available for chatting, can be available for synchronizing people through these sources, media sources. We have Indian made also Arattai, if you know people, WhatsApp is there. So many platform for connecting people. So we have to make a data. It should be centralized, either managed by Ministry of Youth, Affairs and Sports or any state body, but it should be there. And last, I want to say people from our country, Alexander sir will not mind. We have to be focused about our integrity, means we have to be honest for our nation. Honesty should be come from our side. When we are going for Olympic, that time we are presenting India, not Goa, Nagaland, Manipur, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha. We are representing our nation. So nationality should be there, each and every person in this country. So by this word, I am ending my speech. Over to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Harish Tiwari. You have nicely presented your topic. So first you told about nomenclature. We have already discussed that education comes under both concurrent list and sports comes under state list. We are having UGC affiliated courses, UGC recognized courses and NCT recognized. Now the nomenclature of NCT and UGC will be very soon is going to be changed. So it is really very difficult that to one physical education course should be there both in center and state. So let us hope for the best. Since BPEd and MPEd is going on under NCT and UGC syllabus, UGC courses are there, and in the year 2014, NCT gives a guideline, and Bijkishore sir very nicely told 20% we can change. But a lot of physical education, professional physical education colleges are there. They have designed, they have changed the syllabus. Yes, they have changed the more than 20%. So uniform syllabus should be there in our country. That is one of the lacuna. And in, as I told, in sports coach education, under the sports ministry, National Sports University is there, LNCP Gwalior is there, and Patiala, our sports coach education program provided by Patiala, Gandhinagar and Calcutta. These for sports coach education, very soon a uniform syllabus is going to be start. Program 2 meetings has already been started, was held, and very soon I think it will take another 1 year. As per NEP 2020, it will be implemented. At least all this institute, NSU and LNCP Gwalior, particularly sports coach education. The diploma course should be minimum 2 years, and it should be, as per NEP 2020, it should be minimum 20 credit in each semester, and in 2 years, because within 2 years at least coaches, they will learn the foundation of this sports science program. Within 1 year it will be very difficult. And thirdly, Dr. Harish Tiwari pointed out very nicely that data is available in federation and Patiala also. Yes, and related to infrastructure facilities. Now sports technology is involved. Infrastructure, huge amount is required. As we have discussed this, we have both sports comes under this state list. Budget is very less. In education, budget is related with the infrastructure facility for classroom, salary, and in sports, very limited budgets are there. So it is a great pressure for all higher educational institutions to provide sufficient infrastructure facilities. And in our school, and 30 crores students are studying in our country. 30 crores, 26.52 crores students are in our education, higher education, from primary to higher secondary education. So in primary level, no physical education teachers are working. The physical education teachers must be appointed in primary school. So that should be, otherwise how all our previous panelists, speakers, they have rightly told, 8 to 10 years, today present students, they will participate in 36 Olympics. So where is our infrastructure facilities? High performance training center means crores of rupees. We have to establish sports biomechanics labs, sports nutrition lab, sports exercise physiology lab. Where is our sports scientist? Now we have introduced exercise physiology, MSc, sports nutrition. Recently we have introduced. Few limited people are there, resource persons are there in our country so far as sports science is concerned. So hope for the best. Thank you. Yes. So now I would like to request Dr. Bhanu Pratap Singh, please.
Dignitaries, Honorable Vice Chancellor, dignitaries on the dais, good afternoon to everyone. I'm working in an engineering college for the last 36 years. What Professor Ravi Kumar said, he got the professor skill. He's very lucky and congratulations to him. Friends, when I joined in my institute in 1990, we were in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, there was 11 engineering colleges, none of them getting the scale of at par with the other teachers. We fighted for almost 15 years, then we got we won the case in the High Court, and we all get the scale from the date of appointment. Still, for all the promotions, still now we have to go to the court. And now my institute become a deemed university, NAC A++, and I am now fighting for director sports post. So in engineering college, we are facing the problems. So I thought much has been spoken by Dr. Reddy, Dr. Ravi Kumar, other speakers. Let me share my experience. Secondly, why I want to speak that inadequate sports facilities. Though no doubt facilities has been upgraded. Let me share my experience here. When I joined my institute, there was 800 students. Now almost 8,000 students are there. Fees has been increased. Earlier it was 10,000 something, now it is 2 lakh rupees in my institute. But the facilities is the same. Number of sports grounds are the same. It is insufficient, inadequate for 8,000 players to be put on that ground and given the facilities for that. So this is what I much has been spoken earlier. This is what I experienced to you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. You have rightly told about the designation in different engineering colleges and in our country. There are some states, like I am telling about my states, in Orissa, there is a post physical education officer. There is no post like director of physical education. In university, so various types of designations are there and pay scale is different. So this is a problem in our university, and you told rightly that infrastructure facilities, so far as our students is there, it is very limited. So Alexander sir is there. I want to give one example of Russia, USSR, then USSR. First time USSR took participate in the Olympic, 1952 Helsinki Olympics. The whole world became astonished that in medal tally, Russia got second place. First place was USA. Why I am telling all these things? Because of this infrastructure. How? What was their roadmap? During that time, after Second World War, the condition of Russia, the financial condition was also every country. After Second World War, many countries they faced problem. So they supposed to participate in 48 London Olympics, but they did not participate. They participated in 52 Olympics. Then they got huge number of medal and medal tally second place. And 56 and 60, 56 Melbourne and 60 Rome Olympics, they beat America. During those days, USA used to get maximum medals in Olympics, more than 100. America became champion in 19 times out of 30 Olympics. USA became champion and USSR beat America 5 times. So before participating in the Olympics, they have done their roadmap. Suppose in this particular district or block or panchayat, people are there, 1 lakh people are there. So according to 1 lakh people, what should be the swimming pool? How many number of swimming pool, how many volleyball court, how many basketball court is there? How many gymnastics indoor hall is required? They, after 1919, they prepare all the infrastructure facilities. Then they participate in the Olympics. And China took participate in 84 Olympics. And now they are getting so many medals. So infrastructure facilities also counts a lot. So thank you very much. Now I'd like to request our all resource persons present over here. Please, if you have any question, please ask our panelist.
So I need one more second, 30 seconds for audience. I want to honor our organizing secretary because I came from Nagaland. So I want to click the picture with good memories. Can you, Lobo sir, please come on the stage? This is symbolic from Nagaland, so I want to honor sir. Not felicitic, not felicitic. Thank you, everyone.
So session is open for questions.
This is not questioning. This is only clarification for some of the things which were asked by some of the speakers. Since I'm traveling in this profession from the past 45 years, the age of 84 now, 83 years, I have seen different sets of people starting from LNIP. It was a college, then institution, then deemed university, and all that. This BPED, which was telling Mr. Kadam, they have considered BPE as MPE not as a teaching department because they have no training. That's what the NCT says. Many of you, if you see, the coaches who have trained, who have got qualification from LNIP, Gwalior, with BPE, MPA today, who trained Pulala Gopichand to become the Indian player, Punnaya Chaudhary. Since he did not get the physical education teacher job in Andhra Pradesh, he switched over to settle badminton because he was a player in Philip. This was the situation of your BP. Rajendra, if I am too excused to LNIP, Rajendra, who was staff member of LNIP, who stayed there and went to Jivaji University, started BPED course in Jivaji University. There was so much of rush for BPED. and there was no rush for BPE at that time. Believe, Gwalior also started BPED. The National Institute of Sports, which is supposed to train, the purpose of National Institute is to train best physical education teachers for the country. This is the aim. Ultimately, now they started coaching camps because they have to get generation money. 5 courses should be there, and all those things have started. So now this is the scenario. Why the UPSC is not bad? Dushman bahar nahi bagal mein hai. Our own people are not willing because they say quality. Our own physical education is sitting at the helm of affairs. They say there is no quality in southern India. Why should we include? People think that they say the only people are born only from Delhi or Gwalior, not from other. This is wrong thinking. And you have given another question. There is which state is good in physical education? I proudly say physical education is better than any other state in Andhra Pradesh. Today, every year there is jobs. Every year DSC selection is there. Every year they recruit 250 people as physical education teachers in the school. Not for colleges, in the school. And many of them who are here, that entire batch, proud to their dean who was there, entire batch said, you all must have experience before you complete your BPD and MPD. They are here spending their money. 90 people are here from that one batch. Entire one compartment they booked. And tomorrow they are going to get the physical education teacher's job in Andhra Pradesh. And the satisfaction of them is the chief minister thought that there should be advisor for physical education and sports. The first state in the country till today. No other state thought, the chief minister thought like that. And it is above the vice chancellor cadre, it is a cabinet cadre. And today, any physical education teacher who joined as a physical education teacher should not retire as a physical education teacher because a clerk becomes an administrative officer, an assistant registrar, a registrar. Today, no physical education teacher is called as physical, they are all called school assistant in physical education. The designation is changed in Andhra Pradesh. School assistant in physical education. And they are becoming the headmasters. Today, the state got 64 headmasters working in a very school. And they have proved that they are better than any other teacher because they will be on the ground in the evening. And all the headmasters who are working for 64 people, all the grounds are full. Today, this is the situation. I can proudly say this state is better than others. I don't say it completely. And today, we have in degree colleges, 8 people are working as the principals of regular institutions. Like commerce, not physical education college alone. In regular college, they are proving better than anybody else. So this state got this, and the national game is already answered. This is your answer is, now that's why, particularly this NYK, they say, teacher training program is a must for any physical education teacher. Not your MPED, BPED. They say MPED, BPED is knowledgeable courses. And they're all biosciences, biomech, what you said. So they have made it as a policy that BPED, MPED is a compulsory.
Thank you very much, sir. We must clap for him first of all. You know what? Why the Andhra Pradesh is leading? The people like him is standing behind you all, right? So we need more people like him to stand up in each and every state, so that other states also stand like the Andhra Pradesh, right? And as Sarwaz had answered, yes, obviously, yes, maybe we will not be able to have the answer on rank number 2, 3 or 4, right? So we have to create a huge amount of those things that we should have a, comparison. As we are having in Khelo India, this particular university is saying I am having rank 1, rank 2. Similarly, we will have a healthy environment of competition in physical education also. Somebody sir was saying number 1, maybe other state also knock for that door. Okay, we are in number 2 and number 3 also. So those kind of things are obviously required. And we also require the mentor like him to stand in front of us and guide us also. At last, I would like to thank the Lobo sir. As sir was introduced me in the very beginning, that a fellow is sitting in the audience and who had helped me in my PhD. It was 25 years old chapter he has opened up. Thank you very much, sir, for acknowledging it. Sir, you had a question? Sir, please.
Just 1 or 2 minutes only. So what is the topic? Now, from an administrator side, I have to point out that now we have to follow the NCT norms, no other goes. because it is a professional course and UGC has got nothing to do with our profession. Secondly, we can have, now you know, as all of you know, we have a, President of India has announced that there will be only one association, so one controlling body. Vikas Bharat, I have mentioned, I have shared that details. If we submit our details, the Vikas Bharat mission or bill, there can be some hope in our profession. And another important thing, as per the NEP, there will be no standalone degree. As per the NEP, there will be interdisciplinary degree. And in AICT has already started, sorry, NCT has already started that IITP. So eventually, physical education will also have no standalone program. We will have to follow 4-year degree program along with other minor or major science signature or all other courses. And the last point I want to tell you is that as this NIRF ranking, now they are asking for one nation, one data. We should have a physical education data, physical fitness net data for the country. Along with the policy or along with the cadre, we should have a physical fitness data for the entire colleges, for the entire students, entire school students. Then only we will have some standing. Thank you.
Okay. Last one question. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, dear panelists, for that. Okay, sorry. Okay. Thank you, dear panelists, for this insightful discussion that we've had for the couple of 45 minutes. I know everyone's very hungry. Lunch is served in the college canteen on the ground floor. Requesting everyone to patronize the same. Also, kindly be back to the hall for the next panel discussion at 2:30. Sir Lobo has told me to make an announcement. Those who wish to join the boat cruise, kindly pay the fees latest by today in order to block your seat. Thank you.
Sir, thank you. Thank you, Honorable. We can take sir, thank you. Thank you. Sir, we can take a group photo. Yeah, please. We'll take photo. Thank you. We have this photo. Sir, thank you. Yeah, I'm working. Yeah, tomorrow nothing else.
प्रिन्सिपल ऑफिस सायडीक ते हे ना तांकां मातशी कमिटी रूम ना ना 4:30 5 o'clock 4:30 open.